Good day, everyone. Our topic for today is simple interest in engineering economics. Now, what do you mean by simple interest? By definition, it is the interest calculated on the principal portion of a loan or the original contribution to a savings account. It means that an account holder will only gain interest on the principal and a borrower will never have to pay interest on interest already accrued. And according to some authors, it can be defined as the return the investor receives from using his money over a certain period. Now, simple interest is the product of the principal amount, interest rate, and its specified time. Now, let us solve this problem number one. A person deposits $55,000 in a bank account which pays 6.5% simple interest per year. Now find the value of his deposit after 4 years. The given values are the amount deposited in a bank account denoted as the principal amount with an interest rate of 6.5% annually. Then we need to find the amount of money after 4 years. From the simple interest formula, we substitute the given values and the result is equal to $14,300 as the amount of interest within 4 years. Then we substitute the interest value and principal to the accumulated value formula to solve for the total deposited amount after 4 years. Then the result is equal to $69,300 and that is the total deposit after 4 years. How about problem number 2? Glenn received a $2,250 loan from a bank. After 6 months, he paid back $2,290 and closed the loan. Now the question is, find the rate of interest. In this problem, we will use another formula for interest. Now the amount of interest is equal to the difference from the future amount to the principal amount. The future amount paid after 6 months is $2,290 and the principal amount is equal to $2,250. Then we substitute it to the formula. Therefore, the interest amount is equal to $40. Now we need to find out the rate of interest after 6 months. We go back to the simple interest formula. Then substitute the values and the result is equal to 3.6% as the interest rate. For example, problem number 3, a man invests $70,500 in two kinds of treasury notes, which yield 8.5% and 6.5% annually. After 2 years, he earns $2,442 in interest. Now the question is, how much does he invest at the 6.5% rate? In this problem, it has interest rates involved 8.5% and 6.5%. We will use the 8.5% as the earned money from the difference between the invested amount of $17,500 and the 6.5 interest rate annually. Therefore, let A be the amount invested at a 6.5% rate. In this combination of two interest rates, such as the 8.5% and 6.5%, he earns $2,442 as the interest amount. As we can see, This equation creates the interest rate formula. Now let us substitute the interest formula for this equation. From the interest rate of 6.5%, the amount is unknown whereas it was denoted as A with a time frame of 2 years. The same process of distribution of values when it comes to the interest rate of 8.5%. Now the result is equal to $13,325 as the total amount invested for the interest rate of 6.5%. Let us proceed to problem number 4. A person invested in two accounts which pay 6% and 10% interest annually. The amount invested at 10% rate is 110% of the amount invested at 6% rate. After 3 years, he earns $2,342 in interest. Now the question is, how much did he invest at the 6% rate? This problem has also two interest rates such as 6% and 10%. The thing is that he earns $2,342 as the total amount of interest from these two interest rates. Then the question is, how much is the amount invested for the 6% rate? From the sample problem, it says that the amount invested from the 10% rate is 110% of the amount invested at the 6% rate, and A is the amount invested at the 6% rate. We can now directly substitute the values to the formula. Therefore, the result is equal to $5,855 as the principal amount invested for a 6% rate. For problem number 5, in simple interest, a sum of money doubles itself in 5 years. Now the question is, find the number of years it will take to triple itself. In this problem, the given here is the sum of money doubles itself in 5 years. If money is denoted as P, the amount of money will become double in the 5th year because the interest per year is constant. So as we observe the sequencing, it takes 5 years to double the money and subsequently interest per year is constant. So it means for the 10th year, the money will become a triple amount. So let us proceed to problem number 6. In simple interest, a sum of money amounts to $200 in 2 years and $600 in 3 years. Now the question is, find the principal amount. In this problem, the amount of interest collected at the end of 2 years is $500, while in the 3rd year, the amount collected was $600. So the difference from the 3rd year to the 2nd year would be equal to $100. From this table of information, we can get easily the interest earned in the 3rd year. In simple interest, interest will be the same every year. Now, if we subtract the amount collected in 2 years from the calculated amount of interest for 2 years, the result is equal to $300. The principal amount starts from 0 to 2 years is $300. Then after 2 years, the sum of collected interest and principal amount creates $100 amount of interest. That is why the 3rd year collection becomes $600. Let us proceed to problem number 7. Joey deposits $6,000 in bank for 5 years, which earned him an interest of 9%. Now, what is the amount he gets after 1 year, 2 years, and 5 years? In this problem, we will solve first the amount of interest per year. The simple interest per year is equal to $540 from the 9% deposited amount of $6,000. Now, to solve for the total amount gets after 1 year, 2 years, and 5 years, we will use the formula sum of principal amount, which is the deposit amount, and simple interest worth of $540 per year. So for 1 year, it is equal to $6,540. For 2 years, the amount of interest is doubled and the total amount he will get is equal to $7,080. Then for 5 years, the amount of interest per year should be multiplied by 5. Then the total amount he will get is equal to $8,700. For sample problem number 8, Kyle borrowed $400 at the rate of 5% per year for 425 days. Now the question is, find the interest and amount she paid. The given values here are $400 as the principal amount, the interest rate of 5% per year with a time frame of 425 days. The payment type here is per year. So we need to convert the days into the year. Therefore, it is equivalent to 1.16 years. To know the amount of interest you paid, we will use the formula of simple interest. We will now substitute the given values to the formula. Therefore, the amount of interest is equal to $23.20. Then we can now solve for the amount she paid, which is equal to the sum of the principal amount and interest amount. Then gave us the result of $423.20. How about a ninth problem? Find the principal amount when a time frame of 4 years with an interest amount of $500 and having a rate of 4% per year. And how about for 64 months? By using simple interest formula, we can directly substitute the values to the given for the time frame of 4 years, and the result will be equal to $3,125. Now for the 64 months, we will also use the same procedure, but the time frame in terms of months will be converted into the year. Then simply substitute the formula, and the result of the principal amount of 64 months is equal to $2,343.75. Now for the last problem, Jericho deposited $1,000 for 10 years with an annual rate of 6%. Now the question is, find the interest and amount Jericho got. We will again use the simple interest formula and substitute all the given values such as a principal amount of $1,000, the interest rate of 6%, and a time frame equal to 10 years. Then the result will be equal to $240. Now for the amount Jericho got, we will use this formula. Then simply substitute the specified values, and the result is equal to $1,240. And that's all for today. Keep safe always.